Hi, this is Kia from BodieBear.net here with a post-Renaissance Fair edition of this vlog for this week. My son is playing off over there, but he had a killer kilt on that I made for him. Not perfect with the pleats, but I can do that again for some other occasion. So this week, I think the biggest thing that's been on my plate as far as activity and wellness-wise and all that is I really need to figure out how much I'm eating, because I know I'm not eating enough to really still be handling the recovery of my postpartum body, 4 months as of Saturday. Endurance training, as well as exclusively breastfeeding our son. So, conservatively and all that kind of jazz, I really should be about 2,200 calories a day, and I've got to say, that's a lot of calories. But I know I hit this really nice sweet spot where it just feels like I'm just consuming. The milk production is great, and the weight is going down without actually depriving my son. And it's this really small window there that I'm just not perfect at being in for any sort of consistency. So yeah, I really need to hit up the food journaling to kind of make that happen. I have the Georgetown to Idaho Spring half marathon coming up in 2 weeks, and I already knew I wasn't planning on running the entire thing, and I don't feel trained up for that, so I'll do what I can. I'm not putting the pressure on myself. 4 months postpartum, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I am going to enjoy the course, though. It's a slight downhill grade of the course for the entire time, and I already have some spots picked out in case my son needs to be nursed during the course, so my husband can find me and pull over and give me the baby. But hopefully that won't come to that at all. I also got named to a race committee recently for another half marathon, and I'm working on the post-race nutrition, parking, and medal ceremony. So if you have any input of the kind of things you really like to consume after a race, go ahead and let me know. I know it seems like some people are split in the camp. I love bagels after a long run. I stay away from the bagels after a long run. The only consistent thing is that those that eat them like having fresh bagels. The race director is he doesn't even go near them, so he's like, we don't need to do that. But I know the big trend now, everybody loves meat. So I'm looking at maybe beef jerky, nuts or nut butter, fruit, of course. But if you have any sort of favorites or anything that you really love, like somebody mentioned chicken broth, and I'm like, okay, what was the temperature when you finished the race? And yeah, it's in the 40s. So a quote be that for the race that I'm helping out with. But yeah, any input would be fantastic. All right, so winding down here, watching a little bit of the sun go down. Gonna walk back home and check on the baby since he's hanging out with Dad, and get my son off of this sculpture here. It's actually not a play park, it's a sculpture. So have a great week, everyone, and I will see you around. Ta-da! Huzzah!